What is up, YouTube? Frost the Hobidon here, and today we're going to be looking at a new video. This one's going to be, I believe the name of it is called Bad Movies Breakdowns by Die Another Day Review. For 007. This was requested by Commander Grizzly. I recognize the guy's face right. I recognize this guy's face on the screen right here. He teams up with Nostalgia Critic. Haven't seen his content and reviews before, but hey, Commander Grizzly requested me to do this, and it's a very long video, 36 minutes and 15 seconds to be exact. So I'll leave a link to the description down below. Go check it out for yourself, and then come back and see my reaction here. Hope this is funny. I hope this is hilarious. Well, if it gets boring, I'm not sure what gets boring, because I usually try to not make it. I'm trying to avoid not to react to longer videos that much. I try to limit it down a bit. So, like I said, go check out the original link in the description down below to Bad Movie Breakdowns channel. So, without further ado, let's get this reaction started, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, nice intro. By the way, I need a new intro for my video. If any of you works on animation, can you make a short 10-minute animation of for my channel? It just shows me, Frost the Hobidon, running to the left, and Frostbite from MLP running to the right, and they meet up and fist bump, and the title of the screen says Frostbite and Frost Hobidon's channel. I would really appreciate that, because I'm not good at animation. I'm good at drawing things, but not animation. Oh, Film Brain, that's your name.
Since the world is in Bond fever with the release of Skyfall across the globe, let us take a look at 007's most major misfire to date, Die Another Day.
Die Another Day.
Who
Nice.
doesn't want to be him? It's pure fantasy all the way. The guns, the gadgets, the girls, the villains. It's not hard to see why.
Don't forget the video games.
One of the longest running and
Me and my cousin and my brother played video games of it. And I'll be honest with you, I was not a fan of first-person shooters. That game was the reason why I wasn't a fan of first-person shooters. I die a lot in that. And it's hard to actually aim with the cursor.
They met the Queen and skydived out of a plane with her. Now that's cool. In the film world, Bond has appeared in 23 Eon productions and 2 unofficial ones. And
really?
Such a long-running series,
the man with the golden gun.
Downs, which are contested.
All I heard is that in 007's universe, the golden gun is the most powerful weapon, that you can kill anyone with one shot.
40th anniversary did there start to be some competition. This was namely Triple X. We made sure so now, but back then it was a genuine rivalry, and Die Another Day tried to show it was hip and young too, with embarrassing results. But actually,
how so?
The real contender was a sleeper known as Jason Bourne, who became a surprise hit that year with his grit and down-to-earth approach first showcased in the Bourne identity.
Is that so?
Day was a big hit, but it also damaged the series.
That man right there will always be James Bond to me. Not him.
To bring the character closer to his roots for a Bourne age. You have to admit that pushing the reset button on a character with 40 years of history is a pretty big gamble, so let's explore why Die Another Day was unsalvageable. In fact, it's not long before the film first tries to be trendy. Yes, they added bullet time to the gun barrel sequence because that's what it was missing. Also, does that mean he killed the other guy by firing a bullet down his gun? We start off the coast of North Korea.
That intro never explained that. I always thought he was shooting his eye.
Way of showing how extreme
and I think Family Guy and American Dad made fun of that joke.
Surf into the country on some particularly sweet waves. And to see why
that looks like a lot of fun.
Know how Bond doubles in size once on shore and is twice as old as his fellow surfers. Look, I know James Bond has done every kind of extreme sport imaginable at one point or another, but this is Pierce Brosnan. Does he look like the surfing type to you? Concealed in their boards are their equipment for this mission, which I'm pretty sure would make them too
like
heavy
that.
to
Like I said, that
surf
guy
on,
will
but
always be
never
James Bond
mind.
to me.
Bond takes off his swimsuit to
When I think
reveal
of
a
when I think of
suit, a knotted
007, I think of him.
Goldfinger in the first of many celebratory references, as he takes the place of a diamond smuggler by stealing his helicopter, planting C4 in his briefcase. He's going to
That's a
visit
lot of
Colonel
diamonds.
Moon, played by Will Yun Lee, who we can tell is not a nice man because he likes to use people as punching bags. He's also got a collection of new sports cars, which I'm sure won't get destroyed.
Put them in a punch them and put people in bags and then beat the crap out of them for practice.
You may be forgiven for
That's
thinking from the
a messed up
dialogue
man.
that Bond only spouts exposition and one-liners.
Hiding weapons in the demilitarized zone. That's a bit of a minefield out there. Don't blow it all at once.
See, because there's a minefield outside and he put a bomb in
I get
the
it.
briefcase. Oh, James, you so witty. Zhao, Moon's right-hand
Don't make
man,
that face,
played
dude.
by Rick Yoon, takes a photo of Bond on his phone, and a mole reveals to him James's real identity, blowing his cover. When informed, Moon
Wow,
responds
technology
by
like
blowing up
that
a
exists.
helicopter and capturing him. They're interrupted by Moon's daddy, the general, who is on his way, forcing them to flee and hide the weapons. They attempt to execute Bond, but he detonates the briefcase, embedding the diamonds in Zhao's face as he hijacks one of the hovercrafts.
That
there goes the
must be
cars.
painful.
And if you're wondering what
Extremely
the
painful. You put
consists of, it's
James Bond put
explosions,
bombs in the
explosions,
diamonds
something
briefcase,
exploding for no reason, and you get
and those diamonds are trapped inside your face. Oh man.
This is intersped with some really quite bad green screen backdrops as James hops onto Moon's craft. Hey Colonel, shoot under the vest, stupid. The fight
They
concludes
suffer
Bond
with
kicking the
enemies shooting
hovercraft
Captain
into
America's
top
shield
gear,
syndrome.
sending the Colonel flying off a cliff, seemingly to his death, whilst Bond grabs a safe bell with cat-like reflexes.
Saved by the bell.
You know, you don't have to be on everything, especially when the visual gag was pretty
Wow.
obvious. Also, I'm not really sure now is quite the best time. Yet, because Daddy is rather pissed at his son's death and has James thrown into prison and tortured in a refreshingly dark moment. Unfortunately, it's rudely interrupted by the film's horrendous theme song.
Are you serious?
If the objective of Madonna's theme song was to make us feel like we're being tortured alongside Bond, then mission accomplished.
Yeah, that intro is weird.
The worst James Bond theme song. Even the worst of them were at least catchy. This is grinding, irritating, overproduced, and sounds like a bad version of Cher's Believe. Sexy or exciting, it is not. And that's before you get to the nonsense lyrics that Madonna warbles.
What the heck? That is terrifying.
You want Freud to analyze what exactly?
It looked like she was burning. And
to die another day?
what kind of CGI was that?
I'm a big fan of Robert De Niro Billy Crystal movies. We pick up 14 months later after Madonna's power drilling certainly made it feel that long, and Pierce looks like he's ready to film Seraphim Falls. They've been trying to make him reveal the Colonel's Western mole, and it looks like they're going to execute him on a long bridge when they run out of patience. However, what's
You had him for 4 months.
Zhao is being traded by the British to get Bond back. You would have thought that in 14 months he would have at least gone for a plastic surgeon to try and get the bling out of his face. Bond is scanned by some whizzy high-tech thing because X-rays and toxicology tests are so last century, man. M, played once again by Judi Dench, pays Bond a visit.
I'm eating something, by the way.
They only got him out because they thought he was leaking information. Another trick by the mole.
Really?
He tried to blow up a summit between South Korea and China.
Oh, hey, old lady.
Chinese agents before he was caught. And now he's free.
How shitty of an agent is Bond if he can't break his way out of prison in 14 months when Zhao did in a few hours? M announced announces that 007's license to kill has been revoked. Not
Wait,
heard
what?
of that one before. But that's not going to stop a man like Bond, so he fakes a flatline by reliving memories of being tortured? Huh?
What?
He then electrocutes the medical staff. Thanks, James.
I'm checking out. Thanks for the kiss of life.
Wow, I just got lectured over by Grizzly Adams. What a
Thanks for the kiss of life. What kind of punchline?
Also, MI6 has the worst security when the door's palm pad achieves everyone's signature, including the dangerous captured agent. Bond sneaks off the boat with a frankly staggering amount of ease, and I think judging by that dodgy backdrop, he may be in Hong Kong. But if you think Bond's going to have a hard time, don't worry. He just wanders his hairy self into a hotel with associates who will quickly help him get him right back into sexy shape. The fact they bring a spy into his room and were filming him is only a minor and pointless niggle. I don't know,
wow.
they're trying to make a James Bond porno.
So he just
They'll
walks
make
in. He just walks in
The
a hotel wearing like that.
Chinese agent agrees to help Bond find Zhao, who has gone to
Oh,
Cuba,
wow.
providing him with a passport, cash, and a ticket. Once in Havana, Bond meets some associates using the old Universal Exports identity. Hi, Dr. No.
Come to think, the Delectados would never be smoked. They are particularly hostile those who once held Mr.
Bond.
Mr. Bond.
You might think, given he's an escaped rogue agent, he might want to use a different identity, especially since MI6 are probably after him. Nope. Zhao's on a small island with a doctor specialising in gene therapy, and Bond gets a flashy car out of the deal. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say this was business as usual. At least in License to Kill, he had to work for it a little bit.
I
Checking
think
in
so,
at a
yeah.
nearby hotel, he gets distracted by the introduction of Jinx, played by Halle Berry, who
Oh,
reenacts Ursula
wow.
Andress for us because, in case you forgot, this is movie number 20. She's appropriately named because she's a bad luck charm for the audience, including this subtle flirting with James.
Predators usually appear at sunset.
And why is that?
It's when their prey comes out to drink.
You know when Fox
Too
makes
strong.
a deal with Disney,
I can
when
live like it.
Fox
In
already,
no time.
well, Fox already made the deal with Disney, and Disney owns Fox.
What about you?
Oh,
Do you think Disney would hire Halle Berry to be Storm again,
Wow.
or a different actor?
Now there's a mouthful. So what do predators do when the sun goes down?
They feast.
Even Roger Moore would blush at a level of double entendres there. I mean, call me crazy, but with all the talk of birds and mouthfuls, I think they're gonna do it. And showing a lack of subtlety mistaken
Oh,
for
wow.
being modern, we get a graphic sex scene with Bond in it. You are aware the seduction was the more sexy part, right? Even if this scene did put you in the mood, Jinx worryingly pulling out a knife, slicing a piece of fruit, and the pair scoffing it will probably put you right off. When Bond wakes
okay.
in the morning, he finds Jinx is already on her way to the island. He follows by knocking out some asshole and putting him in a wheelchair as an excuse and as something to distract the guards. In Cuba, you can crawl through a patient's window and they won't care because that's how good the healthcare is. He
Wow.
finds a secret clinic hidden behind a wall.
How did he
why?
pull that off?
So discreet, they've decorated it with swirling helixes and mirrors.
So we are to have DNA replacement therapy. Let me explain the two phases. First, we kill off your bone marrow. Wipe the DNA slate clean. Phase 2. Introduction of new DNA harvested from healthy donors. Orphans, runaways, people that won't be missed.
No, this is total bullshit. If you killed the bone marrow, then the person is dead. Period. Also,
Yeah,
DNA is in
that's kinda
every
creepy.
single part of the body, so switching the bone marrow wouldn't do a damn bit of difference.
Pretty much, yeah.
This makes Face Off look medically plausible by comparison. Yep, it's here.
I don't know what they was
40
talking
minutes
about.
in,
I don't know what
the
this
movie
doctor was
completely
talking
loses
about.
the
Killing
plot
off the
by
bone
going
marrow and
down
all that crap.
pure sci-fi territory. Because that works so well in Moonraker. Bond walks in and finds Zhao midway through a process to turn him into a Caucasian British bloke. And no, he's still not got the bloody diamonds out. Bond removes the flashy face device and awakens Zhao, who is moving remarkably well for a guy who's had his bone marrow removed, and there's some atrocious slow motion as they fight.
He has bone marrow? Okay.
Why is all this
I turned blue for a minute.
in the same room as an MRI scanner? And why did it pick up the other metal items in the room, like the tray or the curtain rack?
That's a good question.
Doctor and plants a bomb in his office, which only serves to block Bond from following Zhao out the window as he makes his escape. Jinx tries to shoot
That's
Zhao
a small
as he
bomb.
flies off in the helicopter, but she gets cornered by some soldiers. Luckily, she just dives off an incredibly tall CGI cliff to a boat because that was her plan all along or something. Excuse me, but if you dive off a cliff that high, I'm pretty sure you'd be dead or unconscious. Doesn't tend to respond well to
I have seen many people survive dives like that before.
Zhao's bullet necklace, which he took off him during their fight. It contains some diamonds that belong to entrepreneur Gustav Graves, who apparently found diamonds in Iceland that just happen to be identical to conflict diamonds. Whilst flying back to England, he reads up on Graves
of course.
and corny diamonds are forever reference. He's doing this whilst flying a first-class British Airways flight right back into the country that's after him because, hey, screw secrecy, it gets in the way of the luxury. We meet Graves, played by Toby Stephens, who to celebrate his knighting skydives above Buckingham Palace, which I'm sure the Queen appreciates. I wonder what his parachute might be referencing. Bond catches up to Graves at a fencing club where we also have Madonna's cameo.
Your lesson?
I see you handle your weapon well.
I have been known to keep my tip up.
See, it's funny because he's talking about erection. That's what the tip is.
Wow.
He immediately challenges these
I get. You don't have to explain it.
Game and point blank accuses him of trading conflict diamonds. Fencing, refined, elegant, and totally not this movie's style, as you probably already guessed. That's why Graves ups the stakes by getting in some sharp swords off the wall and challenging Bond to first blood from the torso. And so begins the depiction of fencing ever put to film, as it turns into another ridiculous action scene as the pair start slashing away at each other, and they're not just going for the torso, they're trying to bloody kill each other for no reason, even endangering others and destroying property. And this unrepentant idiocy continues way longer than it needs to, culminating in Bond doing the winning slash. He's not even trying to hide the fact he's a bad guy, he even looks like a weaselly bastard. So how the hell has he fooled anyone to think he's a humanitarian, let alone be knighted? Graves invites Bond to his Icarus demonstration.
Well, he was grunting like a bad guy. Not fighting Bond.
The damage. She's called Miranda Frost, played by Rosamund Pike, in her film debut.
Can I expect the pleasure of you in Iceland?
She looks familiar.
Pleasure, Mr. Bond.
See, her name's Frost because she's ice cold. I get it.
Oh,
this
okay.
Looks rather out of place in a fencing club. Gives which leads him to an abandoned tube station.
Oh wow.
MI6. He's met there by M, who is curious about Graves herself and rehires Bond to go after him. But we can't go long without an action scene, so suddenly MI6 itself is attacked. Oh shit! Moneypenny's dead. Well, this is a sudden turn. Bond takes out the terrorist.
What is it with James Bond having very small guns?
Possibly have seen was up there. He teams up with Strictly Come Dancing contestant Colin Salmon, who finally gets to do something awesome in a Bond film. Never mind, he's dead. They're holding M hostage, so he shoots M to get to the terrorist? Oh wait, it's a stupid training simulation, because that's only one step better than a dream sequence.
Wait, what?
Give me the old firing range any day, Quartermaster.
Yes, but it's called the future, so get used to it.
Is Pierce Brosnan gonna have to dig out his Lord
A training session.
suit again?
Okay.
So here's the obligatory Q branch bit featuring John Cleese in his short-lived tenure, which is an orgy of hilarious references, including the jetpack in Thunderball and Rosa Kleff's shoe in From Russia with Love. He offers Bond his Deus Ex Machinas for the mission, gadgets, including a ring that can shatter bulletproof glass.
Your new transportation.
A ring that can shatter bulletproof glass. Very useful.
The ultimate in British engineering.
You must be joking.
Aston Martin call it the Vanquish, we call it the Vanish. Adaptive camouflage. Tiny cameras on all sides project the image they see onto a light-emitting polymer skin on the opposite side. You see, to the casual eye, it's as good as invisible.
Oh, how cute the Vanquish vanishes! I'm sorry, but an invisible car is bloody ridiculous! Okay, fair play to the filmmakers, the explanation they provide is actually plausible, but if you saw it in real life, it would look like video. It's not indistinguishable to the naked eye. It's all just a bit silly, even for a Bond film. Actually,
Yeah.
that describes this film in a nutshell, really, doesn't it? It turns out Miranda is an undercover agent for MI6 and will be accompanying Bond in Iceland.
Tell me what you know of James Bond.
He's a 00, and a wild one, as I discovered today. He'll light the fuse on any explosive situation and be a danger to himself and others. Kill first, ask questions later. I think he's a blunt instrument whose primary method is to provoke and confront. A man nobody can get close to. Womanizer.
Thanks, Miranda. That really long story speech
sums it up a little bit.
Necessary, especially considering that it hasn't been well established
Too much
over
information.
40 years and 19 previous films. So Bond goes to Graves' Iceland Expo, and things are slipping more into self-parody with every passing second.
Who makes...
Mr. Kill.
Well, there's an end to die for.
You seriously call a henchman Mr. Kill? What next? A femme fatale called
Who makes a building like that?
Graves speeds in on a jet-powered car trying to break the land speed record because he's like Richard Branson on a six-pack of Red Bull. Oh, and the guests are all staying in an ice palace, the show-off. Graves throws a party that night, and despite the fact an ice palace would be kind of cold, yes, all the women are walking around in open-cut, sleeveless dresses. They must be freezing their nipples off. Oh, wonderful.
This makes no
Jinx is
sense.
also joining us.
I think they were not taking themselves seriously with this.
Swift, Space and Technology magazine.
Of
I
course.
take it Mr. Bond's been explaining his Big Bang theory.
Oh, yeah, I think I got the thrust of it.
See, because the thrust
Please
of them
stop.
having sex and the
Please
Big
stop.
Bang was him ejaculating inside of her.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have phrased that quite so graphically. Also,
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
back is Zhao, stuck in the albino phase, who is paying Graves a visit because it turns out that, sit down for this one, Graves is actually Colonel Moon, having gone through the gene process successfully. What a total non-surprise, considering it was foreshadowed with the subtlety of a brick to the face. How the hell has no one, including MI6, managed to notice the fact that he's only existed for 14 months? Did they run any background checks before they knighted this guy? Anyway, Graves is
I
here
guess
to
so.
demonstrate that he's got a satellite in space that can be used like a second sun to shine light anywhere in the world. I'm sure that won't be used for evil purposes. Also, because Bond, Graves and Jinx are awesome, they're too cool for sunglasses to protect themselves from the blinding light like everyone else is. Bond is curious about this invention and goes over to the greenhouse / diamond mine that serves as Graves' lair to investigate further. And like an excellent spy, he ends up getting spotted. Luckily, Miranda comes to his rescue by pretending to be a loving couple.
They don't look too convinced. Put your back into it, huh?
Oh, wow.
Remember, I know all about you, 007. Sex for dinner, death for breakfast. Well, it's not going to work with me.
No?
No.
Well, it seems to be working.
Stop it. Are we still being watched?
Oh, they left ages ago.
Oh, God, you're impossible.
There's something really uncomfortable about these love scenes. They're not seductive, they're just plain aggressive. He comes across as being a sex offender. And yes, he
Well, to
goes
be
on
fair,
like her. always thinking about the mission, James.
The first
is,
007
but
was
Jinx is going in where Bond failed
was
and
was
slides
more of a
down
sex
into
offender.
Graves' lair.
The
Unfortunately,
women.
she ends up getting shot by Graves' 100-volt glove not long after. They
How
strap
is she
Jinx
not
to a
dead?
chair and torture her by electro-groping her to death.
Who sent you?
Your mama. And she told me to tell you she's really disappointed in you.
Oh, Jinx, you're
Oh,
so
wow.
sassy. It's almost impossible to believe they're actually planning a spin-off for this delightful character. The diamond mine is fake, but they have real lasers installed because they want to do a much lamer version of Goldfinger. And instead of shooting her, Mr. Kill picks laser because, hey, you might as well use it on something. Luckily, Bond is back
Are you
on
serious?
the job and infiltrates the lair, coming to her rescue when Mr. Kill attacks him, switching the lasers to the sushi function, apparently. Can someone explain to me why a fake diamond mine needs a dozen laser beams going in separate random directions? He turns off the lasers
For
but gets
reasons,
pummeled
I
by
guess?
Mr. Kill. Luckily, the remote swings over to Jinx, who is suddenly instantly queen of the lasers, managing to point one straight through the back of Kill's head.
Are you gonna get me
Dang.
off this thing?
What are you, CIA?
NSA. Hello? We're on the same side.
Oh, so she works for the NSA. Does that mean she knows Triple X? Realising
What?
Graves' real identity, Bond tells Jinx to get Miranda, whilst he goes up to confront the man himself, ham-fistedly ramming the title into the dialogue as he does so. Miranda
He looks so
arrives
chilled.
to seemingly aid Bond, but is in fact the Western mole that betrayed him, emptying his gun. Again, if you want this to be a surprise, don't make Frost her last name in an ice-themed movie. But using Q's handy Deus Ex Ringma, he shatters the glass floor, allowing him to make his escape and managing to grab Graves' jet speed car to drive away. This allows Graves to reveal the real purpose of Icarus, to act as a giant frickin' laser beam to chase after him. Really,
We
guys?
call it the giant
You base
FU
a movie
laser.
around giant laser beams?
Sponsored by
The
Clement.
Austin Powers came out 5 years before. It's had 3 movies by this point. No one can take this shit seriously anymore.
I
You
think
might as well hold up a
that's the
pinky to
idea.
his lips, because that's how much you're into farce. And yes, Bond is actually outrunning a giant space laser. Well, that is until he gets to a cliff, and then this happens. Bond movies were supposed to have the best special effects. That model shot looks like it was done by a 5-year-old in his bathtub. Bond gets out and starts trying to pull out the jet's parachute whilst the laser draws closer. Rather than just
Gotta
pointing
make it
over
close.
him and incinerating him, Graves instead opts to cut the cliff Bond is hanging on into the water. Could this be the end of 007?
No.
Of course
I think
not.
I've seen this movie before. That theme song is always 007's theme. Da na 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 na. You know what I mean.
Holy crap, the CGI in that scene makes the model shot a second ago look good by comparison. And what's worse, the opening sequence actually contained real surfing, so seeing Pierce Brosnan fumbling around on a green screen looks even more embarrassing by comparison. Meanwhile, Jinx walks into Miranda's room and the door locks behind her. That's right, 10 minutes after Bond rescued her, she got captured again. Strong, independent woman, folks. As everyone else packs up and leaves the hotel, Bond steals a jet ski from some poor sap to ride back to the hotel. That's when he
Really?
gets back the
I thought he was an
footage,
agent.
whilst attempting to hide behind it. James, the way the car works is by displaying the image on the opposite side, so there's no point hiding behind it, because it's like standing right in the open. It's not concealing anything. The car is
And it
given
works.
away when a goon crashes into it, prompting a car chase with Zhao, who has the thermal imaging machine gun and missile extras that Jaguar offers installed. At one point, the Vanquish takes a direct hit from one of Zhao's missiles, not blowing it up.
That is a lot of
but
weapons in a
flipping it
car.
onto its roof. Huh? Oh, it's so he can do an ejector seat gag to reference Goldfinger. At the same time, Graves starts using Icarus to melt the ice palace with Jinx inside. Bond smashes in to try and find her while still being pursued by Zhao. Bond eventually gets him off his tail by psyching him out with his invisible car, causing Zhao to crash through the ice and then finishing him off with a chandelier to the head. Bond breaks through the room's doors, rescuing the unconscious Jinx and diving into the hot tub to revive her.
What took you so long?
Ha ha ha! How about next time I don't rescue you, huh? At the US command bunker in the demilitarized zone of South Korea,
I am eating
which
candy right
seems
now.
unlikely, Bond and Jinx are going to be briefed on the next part of their mission. Jinx's boss is played by Michael Madsen, clearly waiting for the non-spin-off before he starts attempting to act. Graves is at a North Korean airbase, and they send Bond and Jinx after him. And because simply
they're partners now.
Too old-fashioned, they slide in on switchblades first. Bond and Jinx infiltrate the base and, using Olympic running skills, smuggle themselves onto Graves' plane as it takes off. Graves has his father, General Moon, sent to see him and... Oh, that suit and those glasses, that's priceless! The full-body Icarus suit isn't intimidating, it just looks absurd. He looks like a half-built RoboCop. As such, it's really hard to take seriously this more
like a rip-off Marvel villain.
Father and son. Graves reveals his master plan. Use Icarus to blow up the mines and create a path for the North Koreans so they can invade Japan whilst the American soldiers flee. Moon points a gun at his son, but he's fried by more tacky electroshock effects before he ends up getting shot himself with atrociously overdone editing.
Oh boy.
The characters make no sense, and the circumstances to how we found ourselves in this position are frankly ludicrous. So you can't play it for emotional weight now, it's just straight up melodrama. Jinx makes her way up to the cockpit. Don't worry about that pilot going to the loo, he'll be never seen again. She knocks out the co-pilot and takes the controls. She actually learned this from Kurt Russell. Bond tries to go for Graves, but he ends up shooting out the windows in yet another reference to Goldfinger. This causes everyone except Bond and Graves to get sucked out, and they fight as the Icarus laser gets closer to the US command bunker. Guys, there's a big bloody laser 1,000 feet away and it's blowing things up! Start evacuating, you fools! Frost captures Jinx yet again and asks her to put the plane on autopilot. She complies but redirects it so it flies through the Icarus beam, managing to free herself away from Frost in the turbulence. This is so we can have a sword fight between the hot chicks as the B climax.
Okay.
Say Sun Tzu is rolling in his grave, but let's face it, with the Art of War sequels, I think he's got a lot worse to worry about. Graves and Bond continue fighting.
Oh, that two-way fights.
Prolonged shocks from a 100-volt glove would pretty much kill Bond, but then again, he's pretty much
depending on the voltage.
Superman by this point, minus the cape. And descending even further into caricature, Graves actually does a showboating bit where he takes out 2 parachutes and throws one away instead of just killing him. Bond catches him monologuing that sly dog and opens up Graves' parachute, and he ends up hanging out the side of the plane.
Time to face gravity!
Oh boy.
Does Graves' suit come with a function to electrocute himself? And this would actually
that makes no sense. That's a design flaw if you ask me.
Look like it was a bloody cartoon. Oh, and how convenient it stops the signal to Icarus as well. There's still the
that's convenient.
The fact the plane is falling out of the sky, so James and Jinx go down to the cargo hold, which has more flashy cars in it and a helicopter, and open up the doors. So basically this exit sequence is a reference to the Jeep out of the plane in the living daylight. They fall
Sorry, I
out the
froze
back of
up
the
for a
plane
minute.
in the helicopter, which is full of Grace's diamonds, and Bond gets it started up at the last.
This is a very long
so
video, and I wasn't expecting
saved.
to react to this
Huzzah!
long videos.
Moneypenny is just finishing off the paperwork, and her dignity as a character.
James.
Moneypenny.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Moneypenny?
So the virtual reality programming comes with a special shagging James Bond level. I'm not quite sure how that would help active field agents.
Not sure.
Also, did Moneypenny unbutton her own shirt? Or was it the virtual Ew! Ew! After that
I don't want to think about it.
Pointless scene, we move to the actual ending, which is only slightly less dumb.
Wait, don't pull it out. I'm not finished with it yet.
It's a perfect fit.
Leave it in.
Well, it's gonna come out sooner or later.
No, leave it in, please. A few more minutes.
You really have to pay these back.
Where was the slash in her navel disappeared?
Penis, but it's actually a diamond in her belly button. That's so funny. By the way, those are conflict diamonds, so people actually died for them. Also, are they gonna have sex on a bed of diamonds? Because that's gonna hurt like a bitch. Die Another Day was actually the first Bond movie I saw in the cinema, having grown up with the Brosnan films on video, and I liked it at the time. But that's because it was my 12th birthday. And that's the biggest problem with the movie. It tries to prove it's young and
I think I was 12.
and ends up being so juvenile that it would only appeal to adolescents. The action scenes are atrocious CGI fest. The dialogue is idiotic with innuendos that are crass and charmless, and Brosnan is just on the edge of being too old for this. The film's meant to be a celebration of 007, but it brings out all the worst elements of the series, descending into laughable self-parody.
It was trying to be cartoony, is what you're saying?
DNA alteration plot. It's basically the birthday boy getting drunk and falling face first into the cake. It's just shameful.
Really?
This year marks Bond's 50th anniversary, and I can safely say that Skyfall is a celebration of everything that is good about the series. Die Another Day is the Batman and Robin of the franchise.
Oh, wow.
I'm Matthew Butt, licensed to beat down bad movies everywhere.
Oh, that was the review. That was Film Brain's review of 007's Die Another Day. So Commander Grizzly, you got what you wanted. Well, this was an old 007 movie I have not seen for a long time, and it has its flaws. I think we're trying not to take it seriously, just rolling with it, with what's going on. But hey, what I know. There are some 007 films I enjoy, some I haven't gotten into, but hey. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This is just a help pass the time for everyone. This was requested by Grizzly Commander Grizzly. Hope I'm saying your new username. You changed your username, dude. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Be safe. And what will be your thoughts on this movie? And what else? I might try to react to other videos and other episodes of. Well, I don't know what other episodes I can watch. Well, besides MLP, that's for my Brony persona. Take care. Have a great day. I might work on Dragon Ball R&R reaction. Take care. Be safe. And most importantly, stay frosty, everyone.